Welcome everybody to this week's episode 3 of the Culinary Cougar. Super easy recipe this week. We're going to do grilled cheese, but because it's the Culinary Cougar, we're not just going to do any grilled cheese. We're going to do the ultimate grilled cheese with a couple tricks you may or may not have heard of. So here's what you're going to need. As far as equipment is concerned, you're going to need your spatula because you got to flip the grilled cheese somehow. You're going to need a butter knife or some sort of a spreading tool of some kind. And you're going to need some kind of a skillet. I've got my cast iron skillet here on the stove that I just keep there all the time because I use it constantly. But if you have a non-stick skillet, in all honesty, that would probably be better. As far as food items, okay, grilled cheese. Okay, obviously you're going to need, I've got some bread here. I've got enough for 2 servings of grilled cheese, so we've got 2 slices of bread on each side. You can use whatever cheese you like. I got the kid-friendly favorite, the kind that comes wrapped in plastic. Okay, who doesn't like wrapped in plastic cheese? And the final ingredient, many people use butter. Some people know about this trick, but the Culinary Cougar is going to use mayonnaise today. Weird, right? But believe me, it works out. It's so much easier in the end. So the first thing you're going to do, let me show you my little work setup here. Okay, you are going to take a piece of bread. Actually, let me get this started first. So here is my skillet's going on, and I'm going to turn the burner on low. Okay, I'm going to let that heat up for a few minutes because, especially if you use a cast iron, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, but you don't want it super hot for this. Okay, like medium, low. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bread and my knife. Okay, and I'm going to take some mayonnaise. It says for each sandwich you'll use about a tablespoon in the recipe that I sent you. Okay, but here's really, I mean, it's measuring. You can measure it if you want to, but you don't necessarily need to. The most important thing is you want all the pieces, all the corners of the bread covered with a thin layer of mayonnaise, okay? That's what's going to prevent it from sticking to your pan. And sticking to pans is what makes a mess, and it makes your cleanup a hassle, and it makes you never want to cook. All right, so there it is, okay? Nicely covered with a thin layer of mayonnaise. You can put that right in, here I am, right in your pan. It's amazing, right? That pan will heat up, and you'll start to hear it sizzle a little bit. So meanwhile, we need to liberate some cheese. If you have provolone cheese or something you got from the deli, personally, I think that's fantastic. You go ahead and use whatever kind of cheese you want. Okay, I'm going to use 2 pieces of cheese per sandwich. So slap them on, cover up your whole thing here. So there it is, kind of cooking away in the pan. Starting to get a little bit warm, very slowly because it's cast iron. What you don't want to do is think to yourself, this is taking forever. I'll turn it up high. Don't do that. Just be patient. Good food comes to those who wait. And while you're waiting, I've got my other slice of bread here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the mayonnaise. I'm going to cover it in an even, thin slice of mayonnaise all the way across. Ta-da! Helps to sing a little bit while you do it. I know how much you all love my singing when we're all together, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it again. And just plop that bread right on top of the second slice. Plop it on top of the first one. That was the second one. So you're going to listen to that sizzle, wait for it, maybe do a little bit of cleaning up. You can probably do 2 at 1 in your pan. You can repeat the process again with the second sandwich, okay? Liberate your cheese. I'm just one person. I'm just making 1 sandwich. I could probably eat 2, but I don't need to eat 2. While you're waiting for it to cook, if you've got other stuff that you like in grilled cheese, if you like bacon, if you've got some made in your fridge, toss it in. Thin slices of tomato. Ooh, so good. Okay, maybe a little lunch meat, some ham, something like that. Put it in. But sometimes just the desire for grilled cheese will catch you. And the grilled cheese straight up is the only way you're going to want it. So this is grilled cheese. I like grilled cheese. Nothing fancy. Okay, I'm going to let this cook in here for a minute, and I will let you know when it's time to flip it. Okay, pals, it's been a few minutes, so let me show you what this is all looking like. Now, because I'm using cast iron, the whole pan heats up, so I don't want to touch this because it's hot. Okay. Don't do it. You learn it once. So I'm going to take my spatula, and I'm going to take my grilled cheese. And one of the benefits of cooking this slow is that the cheese gets nice and melty in the middle. So good. Okay, so here it is. One-handed. Okay, see how nice and golden that is? That's probably due to the mayonnaise, although butter would probably also get you a similar result. But how easy was it to spread that mayonnaise on there? I know when I use butter, I get really impatient and I end up like tearing into the bread because my butter is too hard and it just makes me frustrated. And the grilled cheese, you know, you want to be in a peaceful place when you're eating grilled cheese. You don't want to be in a place of frustration. So here we go. We're going to let that other side get nice and golden brown. Should go much more quickly this time because my pan's finally heated up. So you can see it. Oh, let me show you. See it bubbling up in that pan, you know, right around the edges there. Crispy goodness coming up. Got it, grilled cheese. This is a great recipe for when you're home, maybe your family's out doing something and you're hungry. It's easy to make. You probably have the stuff laying around or something around to do it with, and you're good to go. You don't have people yelling at you for making a mess in the kitchen, especially because my students clean it up. My cat, on the other hand, does not. He's being naughty right now. He's on the kitchen counter, but I'm in the middle of a broadcast, so I think I'm just going to let it go. He's self-corrected. We're good to go. Probably knew I was talking about him. Grilled cheese, grilled cheese. Extra credit if you write a grilled cheese song for me. All right, guys, when your grilled cheese is done, golden brown on both sides, you want to grab it with your spatula and flip it right onto your plate. Whoa, my computer's too heavy for this. Here we go. That's what it looks like all plated up. Now the real question. Who has an opinion as far as, let me put it on the counter over here, cutting your sandwich in half with diamonds, or not diamonds, diagonal or straight down the middle? Okay, which way do you do it? Sandwiches taste pretty good when you cut them right in the diagonal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use this. Plop it right down. Ta-da! Right in your sandwich. Cut it however you like. If you want to cut it in half again, if you've got bacon or something in it, it might be a little bit harder to cut, but that's what it looks like. Delicious. Pick that up. Melty, gooey cheese right in the middle. Who doesn't want to eat that? And now you can make it all by yourself. So here we are with our special recipe for easy peasy grilled cheese. Enjoy, and don't forget to do your dishes.